And the BJP-led Mahayuti alliance is all set to return to power in Maharashtra, going past the halfway mark comfortably. And the BJP alone is likely to go past the 100-seat mark. In fact, they have, these are results and leads. So 127 for the BJP, and Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde faction 56 and NCP Ajit Pawar faction 39. So clear majority there for the BJP plus, and the Mahayuti alliance crossed the halfway mark, leading in over 226 seats so far, while the opposition Mahavikas Aghadi alliance is trailing with 56 seats. So INC, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction, NCP, Sharad Pawar faction. So in total 21 plus 18 plus 12. So clearly Mahayuti alliance is all set to make the government once again, in fact this time around in Maharashtra. So we can say that landslide victory for the BJP plus in Maharashtra. And talking about Jharkhand, counting is underway in Jharkhand, where polling for 81 assembly seats was held in two phases on 13th and 20th of November. Let's see the trends on our screen. All right, so BJP clearly leading in 22 seats. ATSU, which is a students' party, they have won, and JMM come back from Hemant Soren's party. They have 33. They are leading in 33 seats, and some sort of relief for the Congress there. 16 seats there in Jharkhand, and RJD, which is also part of the alliance. So JMM clearly hitting the majority mark there. Majority is 41 in Jharkhand, so 33 for JMM. Congress 16 and RJD, they make up the alliance, which is 33 plus 16, which is 49 plus 5, 54 seats there for JMM plus, and others they have scalped 4 seats. And the counting of votes for the by-polls to 48 assembly seats in 13 states and 2 parliamentary seats in Nanded in Maharashtra and Wayanad in Kerala is also underway. BJP's Santok Rao Hambade is leading in Nanded, while Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is leading by over 3 lakh votes in Wayanad. And talking about Assam by-polls, counting of votes in 5 assembly constituencies in the northeast Indian state of Assam, where by-poll elections were recently held, is underway. The BJP and its allies are leading in 4 seats, including Behali. The trend of 1 seat is yet to come in. The by-polls were held on November 13th. 34 candidates contested the by-polls. All right. We'll go across to Mumbai. DD India Shishir Shelar is joining us live from there. Shishir, great numbers there for the BJP plus Mahayuti alliance. Again, exit polls showed a different picture altogether. I believe you are standing at the BJP office there. How is the atmosphere there in Maharashtra?
Well, absolutely. First of all, we'll show the visual from the BJP office here outside. You can see the celebration has already begun. I would tell my camera person to show some of the important visuals here. People have gathered in large number, especially the party workers have started coming into the BJP office. Well, in the morning, the BJP was quite cautious about this, but later on, as we have seen, the trend has started giving the perfect numbers. We have seen some of the big leaders have already arrived at the BJP office along with the party workers. We have seen that drum beats is also going on. The firecrackers have been busted outside BJP. The BJP have also distributed sweets among the party workers, and the celebration mood is on. And of course, why not? Because they have got the maximum number. Because looking at what the exit poll was saying, it was a neck-to-neck contest in Maharashtra among the India Alliance and the NDA Alliance. But what we are seeing, the numbers is absolute sweep for the India Alliance, and BJP has got the majority here. BJP along with allied partner has got thumping majority and that's the reason we can see this kind of celebration, not just in Mumbai but across Maharashtra. Well, in just few time we'll see some of the big leaders will be coming to the BJP headquarters in Mumbai and will address the party workers also. We have seen that the women have also come in a large number since morning, and probably we may say that this time around the numbers and the victory that the Mahayuti is seeing, the one reason behind is of course the female voters, the women voters who have voted in the large numbers. So that could be also one of the reasons behind this thumping victory of the BJP and the allied partners.
But Shishir, we were talking about neck and neck fight in Maharashtra between both the alliances Mahayuti and Mahaghadi, but it didn't look like a close fight even. Mahayuti completely dominated.
Well, absolutely, and that's most of the political experts are saying that it's a micromanagement that probably the BJP and the allied partners were working on the surface was not evident, but what the result we have seen is absolutely different picture. What we have seen in the last parliamentary election in April, we have seen that the BJP has actually got a very little seats here compared to their last performance in parliament election. And that was the cue point for the BJP and its partner. They have started working. Obviously, after that, we have also seen that some of the important major schemes were also announced, and those schemes were implemented in Maharashtra. As a result, we have seen that the beneficiary of those schemes stood by the Mahayuti and its allied partners. As a result, we have seen the change in number. The first factor. The second factor for this victory, we can say that all three allied partners have actually gelled well in terms of ticket distribution also, and also in terms of making a new narrative in Maharashtra and making people convinced about what the government is giving them and what the government, if they come into power, will give them again. So these are the important factors that the BJP and its partner have worked quite hard. As a result, the people of the Maharashtra, the voter of Maharashtra got convinced, and that's the reason we have seen a large number of seats that BJP has won today.
Right, Shishir, great enthusiasm among the BJP candidates there, and Shishir getting us the live pictures from Maharashtra, Mumbai. Celebrations have already begun. We'll go across to Akshay now. He's joining us live from Ranchi. Akshay, strong comeback by Chief Minister Hemant Soren's JMM, and yes, some news of relief for Congress too.
Well, absolutely. It seems that there is finally some respite for the India alliance, at least here in Jharkhand. Because if you look at Maharashtra, the situation is quite bad when it comes to the India alliance. However, here in Jharkhand, at least in Ranchi, where we are present right now, we're outside the BJP headquarters. And while initially in the early trends it appeared that the BJP is going to get get across the halfway mark. But as the day progressed, it seemed that the trends that the BJP had made during the early vote counts, they started to reverse, and now we can see that the India Alliance has come close to about 55 seats here out of the 81, which gives them a clear majority here, at least in the state. So this is the situation as it stands. The picture is almost clear. It's almost 2. By 3 to 4, the election will be called. Initially, there were celebrations here, but now the situation is more of an introspection for the BJP Jharkhand unit, along with the allies that it had. The leadership, be it the kind of leadership that JMM has had in the last 1 year, especially the political instability that seems to not have dented their poll prospects, at least here in the state, which is also one of the youngest state of the country. Back to you.
But yes, Akshay, you are right. I mean, in the morning, it was looking like that Jharkhand will also go the BJP way, if I'm not wrong, till maybe 10:30, 11. BJP was clearly leading.
Well, absolutely, and that is why, Siddharth, perhaps the early trends are called that way, and that is also the reason why the political experts and the political leaders, even the public, they wait till about noon for picture to get clear. It has happened many a times. It has happened once in Bihar elections. It has happened in other elections as well, where early trends show us different image of the election, and then when the day progresses, the situation changes dramatically, and that is what has happened in Jharkhand once again. So it seems that the issues of infrastructure, of issues of development, the issues of traffic, at least in Ranchi city and other major cities of the state, have been overpowered by the politics of JMM and the issues that they have been raising, especially the issue of tribal identity and the threat to it. So it seems that as of now, Hemant Soren for the next 5 years will be retaining the state of Jharkhand as the chief minister, and BJP will have to be satisfied with the opposition rule once again.
All right, Akshay, stay on. We'll come back to you. Meanwhile, Shekhar Iyer, senior journalist, is also joining us on the broadcast. Shekhar, I'll come to you. But yes, first reaction from you. Historic verdict in favor of Mahayuti, and now we can say it's a clear landslide victory for BJP plus, because trends will sustain.
Indeed, Abhishek, things have dramatically changed there. The mood that was prevalent during the Lok Sabha elections of 2024, and what we are seeing now is a complete dramatic reversal. And the manner in which the Mahayuti fought these elections has shown that a lot of groundwork, lot of homework, lot of cohesion in approach, and lot of, I must say, strategic planning done by all the participants of the Mahayuti. And that is why today we are seeing the kind of result where the Congress strike rate has shown that the Congress structure and organization has faced severe challenge. And similarly, as far as the legacy of Sharad Pawar and legacy of Uddhav Thackeray, both have done very badly in this election.
Shishir, will go to Shishir once again. Shishir is in Mumbai. Shishir, what do you think went in favor of BJP there? Mahayuti, in fact, increased number in voting percentage, you think one of the factors?
Well, absolutely. This time around for this win, we can say that the women factor was actually quite crucial for the BJP and the UT to win here. Right now, I have with me some of the women party workers also with me. इस बार की जीत आपने देखी, काफी प्रचंड जीत है ये, और इसे कहा जा रहा है कि महिलाओं का उसमें काफी बड़ा हाथ है. आपको क्या लग रहा है, कैसे लग रहा है जीत के बारे में?
भाजपा महिलाओं के लिए तो एक समर्पित काम कर रही है, और लाडली बहन योजना ने इसमें बहुत बड़ा रोल निभाया है. महिलाएं बहुत खुश हैं, और हमने भी पार्टी के लिए बहुत जोर शोर से काम किया है. ये विक्ट्री इसके लिए मिली है हम लोगों को.
लेकिन जरा जोर से हम बोलेंगे, पीछे आवाज काफी ड्रम बीट्स की ज्यादा है. क्या आपने देखा है कि जिस प्रकार से योजना है, क्या उन योजनाओं का लाभ सीधे महिलाओं को मिला, और जिसके कारण ये सीधी हम देख पा रहे हैं कि विक्ट्री भी मिली?
जी, यहाँ पे जो महिला का जो योगदान है वो बहुत ज़्यादा है, और जो योजना के वजह से डायरेक्ट महिलाओं को जो मिला है अकाउंट में, उसकी वजह से वो खुद बाहर आई है और उन्होंने वोट किया है, और आप ऐतिहासिक जीत जो है वो देख ही रहे हैं.
कांग्रेस ने भी कहा था कि 3,000 रुपए वो महिलाओं को देंगे. क्या उन पे भरोसा नहीं रहा?
उन पे भरोसा नहीं रहा, क्योंकि उन्होंने पहले 8,000 की जो बात की थी वो उन्हें पहुंचे नहीं है, और उन्होंने योजना बंद करने की बात की थी. जैसे ही वो सत्ता में आएंगे योजना बंद करेंगे.
खटाखट पैसा देती है और वापस भी लेती है.
Absolutely. So you can see that these women party workers are saying that they don't have trust in the Congress, and probably the poll promises made by Congress, they were not quite sure about it. On the other hand, if you look at the BJP and the allied partners have actually implemented those all schemes, and women have benefited a lot from those schemes. As a result, we can see that most of the women came in favor of the BJP and Mahayuti. As a result, the numbers has increased, the percentage has increased, and that's the reason the women factor played an important role in this absolute majority that the Mahayuti and the allied partners have got in Maharashtra.
All right, Shishir, stay on. We'll come back to you. Meanwhile, Amit Mukherjee, my colleague, also joins us from the newsroom. I'll come to you, Amit, but before that, Shekharji, is there a tectonic shift in Maharashtra politics, you think, as a result of outcome of these elections?
Indeed, this is the biggest boost for the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and for the Bharatiya Janata Party. So whatever setbacks that they saw in the Lok Sabha elections of 2024, those have been mitigated by this results that we are seeing in Maharashtra. Maharashtra is a very, very important state, and it has shown that the correct dose of the government policies and programs, along with careful selection of candidates, then planning of the elections, has seen that there was greater cohesion in Mahayuti than in the Mahavikas Aghadi. And strangely, Mahavikas Aghadi was put together as a kind of an alliance after the 2019 election solely to keep the BJP out. And today we have seen the manner in which all these partners, whether it is UBT or whether it is NCP of Sharad Pawar or even the Congress party, they had a lot of difficulties in fighting the number of seats that they wanted, and they could not project a united leadership. All these worked against them. Whereas on the Mahayuti side, you had a leadership of Eknath Shinde as government, and with the backup of leaders like Devendra Fadnavis, and also the role played by Ajit Pawar's NCP.
Yeah.
And we have seen the way in which the rollout of important programs. Right now, your correspondent was speaking to some women workers of the BJP. You can see that enthusiasm. This Ladli Behan Yojana has been definitely a game changer. And the manner in which it was rolled out only in July. And in the last 2-3 months, we have seen women started getting money directly deposited in the account. And that has given them a kind of confidence that here is a coalition that is going to implement what it promises. That went in a long way. Yes, there were several issues. Farmers' issue, the price of onion, price of cotton, price of soya. There were several issues. But all these issues also gave people to think that if whether it is Aghadi or the Mahayuti, we can solve these issues. I think people chose the Mahayutis in a better position to sort out these problems.
Amit, what do you think has swayed in favor of BJP plus, that is Mahayuti alliance? I mean, pollsters also couldn't predict, in a sense. What do you think has gone in the favor of Mahayuti there?
Well, Abhishek, if you look at the Maharashtra elections right now, there are multiple aspects. Number one, the performance of BJP. It has been the best performance of BJP ever. The highest it ever clocked was 122 seats in the past, but I think it's well above the mark right now. I think they are 125 plus, I think 127. The counting is still going on. The other aspect is that even, if you look at the strike rate of BJP, I think it has struck the right chord with the electorate of Maharashtra. And out of the 149 seats that it contested, it has won about 125. Again, the counting is still on, but I think we can very comfortably say right now that the lead would continue. The other aspect is that if you look at the future of Sharad Pawar faction of NCP, I mean, it casts a real shadow over his leadership, which has been there for the last 60 years. This is probably one of the most dismal performances by the faction led by Sharad Pawar. Third, again, the acceptance of Shiv Sena. Now I think Maharashtra has made it very, very clear. It's not the Uddhav Thackeray faction of Shiv Sena that is kind of that would continue to stay in Maharashtra. It's the Shinde faction that has definitely performed well. In fact, even if you look at NCP's Ajit Pawar performed very well. Sharad Pawar's team could not even reach the half mark of what Ajit Pawar has bagged. So I mean, there are multiple aspects, and also to say that all the entities of Mahayukti in Maharashtra has performed excellently. In fact, everybody did very well vis-a-vis what happened in Jharkhand. Although BJP's performance has not been that dismal, the allies of BJP could not pull through much. Their performance have been quite contrary to what was being expected. Whether it's JDU, whether it's the LJP, they could manage just 1 seat each. So I mean, if you look at Jharkhand again, the kind of performance the allies gave to the support the allies gave to the BJP was not that great. Abhishek?
All right, Amit. I mean, Fadnavis, Ajit Pawar and Shinde, they fought like a team, but who will be the next chief minister? That is the biggest question. We'll come back to you. But Akshay Dongre. He's standing by. Akshay is in Jharkhand. Akshay, what do you think went in favor of JMM led
Well, the first and foremost thing that has apparently gone in the favor of the JMM is said to be, the entire sympathy votes that the leadership has received. Hemant Soren, the chief minister, went to jail after there were allegations of corruptions against him. Then his wife came into the picture as far as heading the state government is concerned. When Hemant Soren came back, he assumed the charge of the chief minister once again. And soon after coming out, there was the entire party had claimed that it was an attack on the tribal identity. Now, it had become an identity politics of sorts as far as Jharkhand is concerned. Then again, the other issues that perhaps did not work in the favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party could also be that the alliances that they had formed here did not actually translate into votes, whereas it was a fight for survival for the JMM and the Indian National Congress here in the state, and that is why they went all out as far as their poll prospects in the state are concerned, making promises, attacking the opposition. So everything has been done in a better way by the JMM apparently. And that is why we can see this vote. Because
so JMM-led alliance clearly hitting the majority mark of 41. Thank you for the time being, Akshay. But yes, we'll keep taking updates from you. Shishir is also with us in Mumbai. Shishir, now the biggest question, who really becomes the chief minister of Maharashtra? Devendra Fadnavis, BJP must be hoping that he dons the hat, or it might be they'll continue with Eknath Shinde. Given the Maratha factor, what are you picking up? Because BJP here completely emerging as a single largest party.
Well, absolutely. That's the next $1 million question, that who will be the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Obviously, looking at this combination, particularly of the MVA, the Mahavikas Aghadi, the BJP has emerging as the single largest party in the state, following which the Shiva Sena Shinde camp is emerging as a second important party here. And that's the reason, even though the BJP has outperformed it, the allied partners of BJP have also done quite well in terms of numbers. The BJP is not in a position to form a government on its own, and that's the reason the allied partners also play a crucial role in it. Now, what would be the distribution of cabinet portfolios is one of the important question. And second important question, will this the current cabinet, wherein the one chief minister post and there were two deputy chief ministers posts, will it be continued during the next term as well, also the upcoming term as well? That is also need to be watched quite carefully, because when it comes to numbers, the BJP will need its allied partner, and that's the reason.
The next step of Mahayuti alliance, it will be interesting to see. Thank you for the time being, Shishir. We'll keep taking updates from you. But Amit, we are talking about that how Fadnavis, Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde, they worked like a team. And we have this in the result also. But with this result, you think the political fates sealed in a sense for Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray?
If you look at the entire thing, yeah, you quite rightly pointed out the fact that every entity in this coalition performed extremely well. Now the thing is, again, you have been asking this, like, what really worked.
Yeah.
If you look at the unity call which was given by BJP, I think that also played a big role in the entire, in mobilizing the votes out there. A lot of people, the opposition mocked it, but at the end of the day, the voters, I think, went in for that. They bought that slogan, and I think they struck a right chord with the voters, and which is what we are seeing today, translating into votes and giving the majority. It's a 2/3 majority which the alliance has got in, the BJP alliance has got in Maharashtra. And of course, yes, that kind of overshadows everything that NCP, Sharad Pawar and Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray had been doing. It's quite evident that their appeal did not kind of sway the voters in their favor. Abhishek?
Shekharji, same question from you. Numbers give rise to this speculation whether there will be BJP CM Fadnavis, we see all they'll continue with the with Eknath Shinde. Looking at the Maratha factor, there will be a lot of thinking. It's a problem of plenty maybe for the BJP plus there.
Well, Abhishek, I've been saying since morning, I do not see the BJP leadership taking any going for a radical change in Maharashtra.
Okay.
Because this is an arrangement that has worked. And also they will keep in mind the social cohesion in mind in, naming the next chief minister. So I don't see that, the arrangement that has been continuing, that will undergo a dramatic transformation. Though BJP has gained in numbers, it would like to keep the two allies, with them and see that this government gets into more performance and delivers, because the verdict in Maharashtra strengthens the hands of the Prime Minister. And this has come after the setbacks that the BJP received in the Lok Sabha elections. So therefore, I would see that the BJP finally, goes for one that will give stability, cohesion, both social and political cohesion.
Amit, given the caste configuration, do you agree with what Shekharji said? They might not see much change, or we might see Fadnavis too?
Well, I would not really like to speculate as to who the next chief minister would be, but considering the ground realities, Abhishek, BJP clearly it has been in this leadership role in the entire campaign, as far as Maharashtra is concerned. They reached out to people, and I think they were on top of everything. In fact, if you look at the whole structure, I think Fadnavis has played an important role in keeping everybody together, and with the kind of numbers that BJP has cobbled up, clearly gives them a upper edge right now. And if you look at the Maratha factor, I think even BJP has people from the Maratha segment, Maratha wing. So I don't really think there should be any problem. But again, yeah, it's an internal thing. They have fought as a team. And again, it should be through a consensus that they will be electing their leader. But the fact remains that BJP alliance is going to form the next government with a clear majority in Maharashtra. Abhishek?
Shekharji, but Devendra Fadnavis, we are continuously talking about how they fought as a team, Fadnavis, Ajit Pawar and Shinde. Fadnavis, don't you think, has played a bigger role, played as a strategist, thinker, and don't you think they'll go with the, they will go with the rotational CM too?
No, there could be some formula which could be discussed where, whether a possibility of a rotational CM, because, they will have to also satisfy the rank and file of BJP, which has been, which is in a great mood because this is the kind of result worked very hard on the ground. So some formula could be worked out, and some of the most important portfolios could be given to the BJP ministers. But also the fact we should not, forget that if you remember, when a question was put to Devendra Fadnavis in the presence of Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar, who will be our CM candidate, Devendra Fadnavis made it very clear, we are going to the election with this chief minister, that is Eknath Shinde. So it was very clear that, they would not like to send out a message. Now that they have gained some numbers, though not full majority, they are in a position to jettison their allies. That kind of message they will not like to give, because this is a new experiment that has given them good result. And the very fact that a lot of...
All right, Shekharji, we are getting some live visuals. Eknath Shinde, you can see there. They are clearly celebrating their victory, Mahayuti Alliance. Clearly, it's a landslide victory for them in Maharashtra, and you can see the celebration visuals. Who will be the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra? Well, it will be interesting to see. But yes, Mahayuti Alliance clearly winning there and hitting the majority mark. And you can see there, these are the visuals from Mumbai in Maharashtra. BJP really celebrating. Shekharji, or maybe I'll ask Amit. Celebrations have begun, Amit, and yes, and you can see in the visuals, Eknath Shinde there celebrating with the BJP candidates. In fact, with the Mahayuti candidates.
Yes, Abhishek, much to the speculations of the exit polls, I think it has been an overwhelming, mandate as far as the BJP alliance is concerned, and they have all the reasons to celebrate right now.
Yeah.
And all the entities of this BJP-led alliance, they have performed extremely well, and there's reason for everybody to kind of celebrate this moment, and which is what we are seeing. And I think they started a bit late, but I'm sure this celebration is going to continue.
Yes,
till
who
late
the
in
next
evening.
CM will be, Amit. We are continuing our discussion on that. But yes, I mean, like Shekharji is also saying that they might continue with Eknath Shinde. But you think there may be some adjustments where BJP also leads the coalition, maybe rotational CMs, deputy CM maybe?
Definitely. I mean, which Shekharji also pointed out, there could be a formula worked out. But, again, coming back to Fadnavis's role, he has played a very, very important, a very, very pivotal role in this whole process of, democracy. I mean, as far as the assembly elections are concerned. So even if, he might have a bigger role, one never knows. I mean, his task was to get, Maharashtra back on track, to just retain Maharashtra with the BJP, with the Mahayuti coalition which is there. But again, one needs to figure out what is the role that Fadnavis would be getting, if not the CM's position. But as of now, I mean, it's time for everybody to celebrate. And like I said, the fact remains that the BJP alliance is going to form the next government in Maharashtra.
Shekharji, you think Eknath Shinde also played a big role here individually? He brought maybe a distinct style of functioning of the CM office compared to maybe Uddhav Thackeray, progress made on the infrastructure front. Give an example, here is a government which is functioning better than the predecessor.
Definitely, Abhishek, ever since he became Chief Minister of this new coalition, the manner in which his government has functioned, along with Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar joining a year later, we have seen a number of decisions have been taken and a lot of emphasis on infrastructure projects, which has taken off in Maharashtra in the last 1 year or so. So that the pace of those implementation of those programs, besides the Ladli Yojana, Ladli Bahan Yojana, which has been talked about in a big manner, there are several other things that have been promised by the Mahayuti, which needs to be rolled out on the ground. So one can see the task ahead is such that there could be very little time lost about as to who will be Chief Minister or what, because I think the game plan is ready, the kind of changes that are needed to handle the big questions in Maharashtra. So I think these will be receiving top priority, and Eknath Shinde's style of functioning as a Chief Minister, where he has managed to endure himself by his easy access. He has been meeting even people at 3:40 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard people saying that even he's up by 3 o'clock, granting audience to people who come to meet him. So you can see how the whole style is to be more reaching out to the people, listening to their grievances, which is a sharp difference from what we saw during his predecessor Uddhav Thackeray's time. And of course, Devendra Fadnavis, the Chief Minister, also had a similar record where he was seen as a very efficient Chief Minister. Now, people have given their verdict, people have given the mandate. Now, what is more important is to see that that mandate is given full respect and the promises that have been made to the people are implemented. That will be the top priority of this new government.
Amit, also what went, you think, against Mahavikas Aghadi? I mean, several problems, you think, in that alliance maybe. First, there was a question of projecting maybe the chief ministerial candidate between Congress and Shiv Sena, Thackeray faction. You think this was also one of the factors?
Well, Abhishek, if you look at the election results, more than what went wrong for Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi is what went right for, the Mahayuti alliance. They fought the election very jointly. They sent out a message that they are a united team. It was a fantastic coordination, whether it was the distribution of seats, whether it was jointly supporting each other, supporting each other's campaigns. The candidates of all the entities were given adequate support from each other. The NCP supported the Shiv Sena faction, Shinde faction of Shiv Sena, and also BJP kind of did its due diligence as far as projecting a united face is concerned, and to stay united. So I think more than what went wrong for the other side, I mean, it's more about what went right for Mahayuti. Abhishek.
Shekharji, also, I mean, BJP and Congress, I mean, we were facing each other in 75 seats, if I'm not wrong. Sena versus Sena, two factions, 47, and NCP versus NCP, two factions again, 38 seats. Mahayuti, like you said, they have clearly worked at the ground level, at the grassroots level.
Definitely, right from the time of seat sharing talks, they were in fact quite protracted discussions. But once the decision was taken, you saw how they went about declaring their candidates. And there was also the rebel factor, Abhishek, which we must remember. And there were people who were unhappy with the party giving the tickets to their alliance partners, they themselves not making it. But despite that, many rebels were persuaded to withdraw. And we have not seen those rebels whoever were remaining in the field. They have not caused much damage.
Right. Yeah.
That is also, that shows how the election management has been done. Whereas that is not the case with Mahavikas Aghadi. There was a lot of rebellion over ticket formation, and within the Congress in Maharashtra also, there was what is called Patole versus non-Patole group. So these are other things, and where I feel the Congress leadership could not pay attention to Maharashtra. And that was on one side. On the other side, you didn't hear a lot of fireworks from any of the top leaders who managed to keep their followers in check. They avoided statement. Even if one or two issues appeared to be reflecting the difference of approach among the alliance partners, they were kept under wraps. Somehow they were managed.
Right, Amit, we are showing our viewers on the screen, I mean, the comparison from 2019 and 2024, I mean, Shiv Sena, the Thackeray faction, 19 and 19 this time around, 0 then one last time around, and these are the results that we are showing, a comparison of 2019 to 2024. So 105 for BJP last time around in 2019, 132 this time around, with a clear jump of over 20 seats, 56 for Shiv Sena last time around, 55 this time, NCP 54 last time, this time 40. Congress in fact had won 44 seats in 2019, and this time they have managed only 18. And these are the rest of the seats that we are showing you. NCP, Sharad Pawar faction, they have won 11 this time around, 0 last time, and others had scalped 29 in 2019, 13 this time around. But yes, clear jump, Amit, for the BJP this time around, which has in fact made the difference. Also 105 in 2019 and over 130, in fact 132 to be precise, in 2024.
That's correct, Abhishek. Like I said, it has been the best performance of BJP ever in Maharashtra.
Yeah.
The highest number of seats it could ever bag was 122, but this time, as you said right now, the figures are, hovering around the 132 mark, which is again a fantastic performance, a significant improve in the percentage of increased number of seats. And also, if you look at the strike rate of BJP, out of 149 seats it fought, it has managed to gain 132, which is like almost like 90% strike rate.
Yeah.
So I mean, definitely. And if you look at 2019, there was still confusion within NCP and Shiv Sena. I mean, they were not different entities at that point in time. They were again, one entity. I mean, the factions happened only after 2019, and also people got a clarity on that, that these are the two different factions, and one had to choose between a Sharad Pawar faction of NCP and the Ajit Pawar faction of NCP. And also,
all right, so these are,
in
yes,
case of,
Amit, yes, I'll come back to you, but these are the live visuals that we are showing you from Mumbai. These are the exclusive shots. Clearly, you can see Eknath Shinde celebrating the victory of Mahayuti Alliance. These are not live shots, but yes, the exclusive shots that we are getting you. Eknath Shinde clearly celebrating with this team, showing the victory sign also that yes, Mahayuti Alliance, they have earned a landslide victory. But Shekharji, this election wasn't only about the issues maybe that we highlighted, but yes, it was all about the identities of the parties also, identities of the leadership too.
Definitely, at one stage I found Uddhav Thackeray, was very bitter about the leadership of Eknath Shinde.
Yeah.
He the whole election, he made it out as if it was for some kind of a retributive justice for himself and for his party. I think the people did not look at it that way. And the fact that Uddhav Thackeray himself led the party in calling names, calling Eknath Shinde is not Eknath Shinde, is Eknath Shinde. I think those did not go well with the core Sena supporters. And he also questioned, why are you using my father's pictures? Why don't you use your father's pictures? The campaign had descended to such level, which only showed Uddhav Thackeray was finding it very frustrating that the party had split, a majority of the leaders had gone with Eknath Shinde, and he was in no position to explain his own predicament, being in the company of NCP and Congress, and with a support base which is not entirely his. Because after all, Shiv Sena had a 3-decade-old relationship with BJP, which was broken in 2019 by him solely because there was dispute over who should be the chief minister. I think that is, and in fact, Eknath Shinde, when he broke away, realized that the Sena was under obligation to NCP and Congress, and the Sena leaders felt, those who came with Eknath Shinde, that their future was not secure by kowtowing to the Congress and NCP. So you can imagine for an average Shiv Sena worker who decided to go with Eknath Shinde, how difficult it was to compromise with the kind of position that Uddhav Thackeray has taken. And today it is very clear. Now, as far as NCP, you can see Sharad Pawar, I think the whole crisis in NCP was largely because who should lead the party after him. And it was clear that Sharad Pawar rather favored his own daughter rather than his nephew Ajit Pawar. And in the Lok Sabha elections of 2024, Sharad Pawar managed to show that it was Ajit Pawar who was the bad boy, it was Ajit Pawar who had revolted against his uncle. But in the last 3 months, Ajit Pawar realized that in opposing Sharad Pawar, he might have committed a mistake by even fielding his wife against his sister, his cousin sister, Supriya Sule. And that kind of approach, whereas Sharad Pawar decided to be more harder. Yeah. He put up another of his grandnephew against Ajit Pawar. Yeah. So where it became too much of a family issue, we saw the average NCP supporter in Western Maharashtra realizing that perhaps Sharad Pawar was too harsh on Ajit Pawar.
And people saw it all. But yes, last question quickly, Shekharji. What do you think will be the major challenge for Mahayuti Alliance? I mean, apart from announcing the CM candidate.
Well, I think they have made a lot of promises. Yeah. So therefore, there is a lot of expectation among the people and the voters in particular. Now, these expectations will have to be met within a fixed time frame. And there are agrarian issues in Maharashtra. There are issues relating to marketing of the state produce, whether it is onion or soya or even cotton. So those needs will have to be sorted out. And central government under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi has definite plans and how our farmers can get a better price for their produce. So those things will have to roll out fast. And I can see that the new government in Maharashtra will waste no time. And from day one onwards, it will be rollout of several programs. Sometimes, need to fine-tune some of the programs already under implementation.
Absolutely. Historic verdict in favor of Mahayuti Alliance, and they're all set to form the government. We'll leave it at that. Thank you, Mr. Shekhar Iyer, for giving us your precious time. Thank you, Amit, for giving us your insights. We are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching DD India News Hour.